The following footage is certified PG. Pretty great.
Love that intro. Still love it. Still love it. Welcome, everybody, to Breakfast Steaks. My name is Ed, also known as the Dad Hand. With me, I got my good friend, Mr. Donnie Wise. Donnie, the Mayor Wise. How you doing, my friend?
Doing good this morning.
I literally told you this morning, as soon as we got on, you're like, I was like, you too, huh? And you're like, yep.
Yep.
Worn
out.
One of those days.
It's one of those days. Tired. I'm tired.
Bro, I'm exhausted. And I don't know if I told you this, but like, I decided just to take a break from podcasting. I know it's not good. I'm so burnt out.
Yeah.
You know, work when I got back has been very demanding.
Right.
And it's been so much. Like by the time I get home, I'm so exhausted because like I told you, I think, we talked like I'm the one who cooks in the house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I was like, get that, work with Mia in school and get her homework and all that stuff. So it's like, I'm exhausted. I don't have time for like anything anymore.
Right.
So for those of you that have been expecting from, Dead Eye Chronicles podcast, I apologize. I just, you know what I mean? Time for frosted flakes and fit in breakfast takes. Ooh,
that's a good one, Phil.
Phil? That. Well, I might steal that one now. That's gonna probably be our entry now. See, our intro. Good job on you, buddy. I like that. How was your weekend, man?
Oh man, it was okay. It was didn't really do much. It's first weekend we haven't had anything going on. I had a lot of trying to get to games on the schedule.
Yeah,
possibly, and none of them worked out. Like I've been wanting to go see Benedict College baseball since Beeson had called a game when he was here, and they were playing Morehouse this weekend. They had a doubleheader Saturday and a game yesterday, and I had it on my possibility list, and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
It was like we don't really have anything planned, so last thing I need to do is try to plan something. So just kind of a low-key weekend at home. Did some stuff. We trying to been cleaning out a storage unit, got that finally cleaned out. Yard work needed some serious help. Still got some to do, but I got a lot of it done yesterday. Wore myself out. Had to go help my mom put some pieces of sod out that she was trying to patch some spots. So
yeah,
just domestic duties kind of thing.
Oh, brother, I feel you.
So
I feel you.
Yep. It's funny you're talking about the doing the cooking. I don't do all the cooking. Rhonda does some cooking too.
Yeah.
But a lot of times because she'll be late getting home, and my schedule's very flexible a lot of times. The other night I was sitting there at the sink and she was cooking something on the stove, and she turned around and I was leaning on the front of the sink and she leaned over and I just kind of gave her a sup. She's like, sup. I said, ain't seen you around here much. She said, don't come around here. I said, didn't think so. That was our exchange at the sink because I do the dishes and stuff. I was like, I ain't seen you around here to do the dishes.
Damn.
When you're married almost 36 years, you can get away with fun stuff.
Yeah, you do like whatever. That. Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
Yep.
It's funny this weekend too. By the way, update on the Minion. I was able to put the new fog lights. They were a pain in the ass.
Yep.
But I got them done. They're good.
Yeah, I saw your little picture of them all styled out there in the parking lot somewhere. And
I was like, yes, we do what we do. You know what I'm saying? So it's coming along. I got to buy the next paycheck, right? So every paycheck I'm going to buy something different. So this next paycheck coming up is going to be the engine cover.
Okay.
On the bottom, because I don't know if I told you this. This was like last year. I had to take it off because it came off. It was like just dragging on my way to Burlington for a game.
Okay.
And that's like 50 minutes away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, no, I can't be doing that. So I tried to put it back and it was already tore up and everything.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, it's coming off. So now I got to put it back. And I had already bought a new air filter for it. So because I have an aftermarket filter on the car.
Right.
So now I got to put that one as well. So yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah, I also wanted to try to get up to the Knights game. AAA started playing
Yes, they did.
Friday. Um, the Knights were at home against Durham. They swept Durham, actually. I was not surprised, not surprised, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Opening weekend, it's kind of like, anything goes. But
Yeah, you don't want to put too much of a like just say like, oh, they're going to be bad, they're going to be good, right? You just let it be.
yep, exactly. So again, that was on my maybe if it works out, get up to a game list. But like I said, I had too much else around here that need to be done. We're going to be gone next weekend through the following weekend out of town. So figured I might as well stick close to home.
So, which means that I'm going to be looking for a co-host.
No, I'm planning on trying to.
Okay, all right.
Still do the show. We'll see. Now, if it doesn't work out, you might. But
yeah, I need a plan B.
Need a plan B. But I think we're supposed to be in port Monday morning in Turks.
Ooh.
So
okay. Oh, and you got internet anyways, right? You're in one of those.
I get an internet package. Yeah.
You gotta get the internet package, man. I can't. I know people say, "Oh, you're supposed to there and disconnect." It's like, yeah, for certain things, bro. Like, it's not like we're gonna be full blown on the internet, but like, I get it.
Yeah.
When I went on my cruise, dude, I had internet access because I was also doing schoolwork.
Okay.
I know it sucks. I know it sounds weird, but I was at a point where I was like, dude, I need to finish this degree. I gotta get the fuck done. So,
well, Rhonda knew, like with me doing the shows and stuff, she's like, you're going to need the internet. And we needed the internet for at least one of us just for ease of contact and stuff for everybody. So
yeah.
We're like, yeah, we'll just get it for me.
Yeah. Done. Boom, boom, boom.
And I think she's got a few things for work that she might have to try to do remotely too if something crazy happens. So she had to kind of have it too.
Hell yeah, dude. I get it.
Yeah.
When you run your own business, that's how it goes.
Exactly.
So, as far as for me this weekend, dude, stay local. Same thing as you. Stay local. I didn't want to do anything else. Phil, so he needs a substitute host. I got you, Phil. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So Saturday, dude, my game was my game. Oh God.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot there, buddy. And that when we do with that is these. Bye. So
hey to what should I say? Hi to Wings there. He's hanging out too. He said hi. So
what's up, Wings? My Sandlight game was suspended.
I saw that. I said I think I even commented on one of your posts on one of them and said, at least you know where the low spots are now.
I saw that. We had a guy go because it rained. We weren't expecting that much rain last Friday night, but it rained. So we're like, all right, we need someone to go out there in the morning because our game wasn't into the afternoon. Right. So we need somebody out there to go check it out. Can you get somebody to go out there check it out? And it was already like 10:30. And then by that time they were like, yeah, this is not playable. Like it was not going to be ready by 1:00. It wasn't. Like you saw the pictures when I posted on social media. Yeah. It was a lake on every single one of the bases, every single one.
Dang.
And then on the areas that wasn't a lake, then it was just so soft that you know what I mean. Phil, my hat that I'm wearing is the Gumbaroos.
That's the Copa for somebody.
It is not.
Oh, it's not the Copa. It's
one of the teams up in the Pacific Northwest that play with the fish sticks.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I love this hat. This is one of my favorite hats. I absolutely love this logo. Absolutely love this hat. Yeah, it is one of the few hats that fit me perfectly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you have a hat that fits you perfect, you just like, gates of heaven opened up, the light on you shines on you, and you're like, yeah, this is it.
Yeah, I've got some of those too. It's like this one's not too bad. It's a little loose, but there's some you just put it on. It's just like, it's not loose. It's not tight. It's just right.
I still don't like that logo though. Still don't like. I cannot find a way to like that logo.
So I've got several of these different ones. The old, I don't even like the old logo, to be honest. The gold C kind of,
yeah.
But I like this by itself without the C.
Yeah,
The one that
I
has
get
the C with the knight just looks too busy,
yeah.
but I like this one as an alternate. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's just
Like
to me,
your
it was
triple.
never a great identity. I get why they did it, but it never really was a great identity.
Listen, I like the Charlotte Knights, guys. I am a fan of the Charlotte Knights. I think they're a great organization. Nothing against it. But man, it's like, can you guys do something better? Like, if you have to, just go ahead and change the whole identity.
Yeah,
It's okay. It's okay to say, hey, we're gonna go a different direction. A lot of people have done it.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And so just okay. It's okay to say, the old Charlotte logo is better. Yes, I
yes,
agree.
absolutely. Yep.
Agreed.
It's probably
This
a
one,
lot.
not so much. And so I just it missed the mark for me. I'm sorry.
I mean, if they had like a character that was dressed as a knight, almost cartoonish, it would
Yeah,
feel better. But they're not going to do that. They're
no,
AAA. They got to be buttoned up, kind of like
which is
the
stupid.
MLB. Yeah. So I don't know. It's they seems like they could do a little bit more uh work on it, make it a little better, but I don't know. They don't have a lot to work with when you're doing the knights and a knight in shining
Exactly.
armor kind of thing.
Yeah, but even if you had the Charlotte Knights, like you could do something a little bit more menacing
Yeah.
than what they have. It looks like that helmet. It looks like it was for a dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't mean to bash because, like, I mean, we got to support our local teams here and everything, but like, golly, can we do something a little bit better?
Yeah.
You know? And so, whatever. Speaking of logos and everything, did you take a look at the new Holly Springs Salamanders
I did. I like it. I
logo?
know Eric was poo-pooing on it, but he does that with everything. But I'm
I'm a
like you.
fan.
I am too. I think it's a great refresh. It gives it a good look. The last one with just the regular salamander kind of
Yeah.
sinking down into the lettering just looked too I don't know, too zoo like.
Yep.
And this one is like more of a character. I like that it has kind of a character like we were just talking about with the knights, like have a little character to it.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
yep.
And so I was like, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, ooh, I cannot wait for the merch.
Yeah, exactly.
Cannot wait for the merch. I saw the jerseys. I sent you the one of the jerseys, or alternate jersey, I think it was, or home jersey, which is neon green.
Yeah. That I like that too.
Brother, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the color. I'm a fan of how it is. Yeah, I was like, yeah, bring it, all of it, give it. So, if you guys haven't noticed, let me pull it up actually, to show you guys because I think it's good that we show you guys because this thing is too nice.
Yep.
So let's take a look. Holly Springs Salamanders. And again, nothing against the Salamanders. Nothing against it. They were great. However, the new logo is, in my opinion, is a lot more collegiate like.
Yes.
And so let me see here. And here it is.
It almost has a Greensboro grasshopper look to the face for the
Agreed.
salamander. Because that was the first thing when I thought of it. I was like, "Oh wow, okay." But yeah, I love that it's got the foot up over the lettering and stuff. I mean, it's just to me, it's
Mhm.
a really cool. It's like a little kid with the tongue out. Like I'm
I
gonna
was like
swing as
ready
hard as
to
I can.
swing.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I saw that. I'm like, oh yeah. So I went to the shop, right? And so far, not most of the stuff is still full price. Just so you know, you can still
Yeah,
see.
that blue hat. That's the old logo right there with the
Yeah, that's the old
salamander
logo right here.
in the
Okay,
HS. Yep.
which is again not bad,
No.
but it left you very limited to the things that you could do when it comes to branding, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Very limited. And they do have a 47, so I might have to pick this one up just for the sake of just saying, hey, I got something here, right?
Yep.
And so you have to keep scrolling down and down and down. And this is the springs. I wasn't a fan of this. I think this one is very clip art.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like something from a Saturday morning cartoon or like a infomercial for Saturday morning, like a
Yep.
educational thing or something.
Yep. Exactly. So I was like, meh, meh. So here it is. And this is when we're getting into the new stuff right
Yeah.
here. You know what I'm saying?
And that's perfect. They got the decal of the old logo next to the new one, so you can kind of see the difference between what
Uh-huh.
they had, which was more, like I said, more zoo-like, more realistic versus a character.
More corporatized,
Yeah, yeah.
right? That was a very corporate like. So I was like, okay, meh, it's okay. But like the new one for sure. Like there's no hats, right? It does have this right here.
I like that.
This is their new home jersey, which I'm a fan of.
Yep.
I am a fan of this color. I'm a fan of the jersey. I'm a fan of all of it. So I'm in.
Yeah, I like adding the green in there because that's what you think of when you think of a salamander or a lizard or something like that. You think of green, you don't really think of powder blue and yellow.
Correct.
And it looks like they kept the powder blue on there for the jersey, for the character's jersey.
But look at that.
Ooh, man, that's nice too.
Exactly.
I like the striping on the sleeves. Kinda has that, tequila sunrise stripe look.
Right there. And then it has the Holly Springs salamanders on it with the 23 number right there. That's
Yep,
clean. That's and of course it has the logo for the league.
that's
So I
very
was
good.
like, I'm like, okay, all right. So you already know what we have to do. Now we have to wait for the hats.
Yep,
That's something as us collectors is the hat that you know what I mean. I
exactly.
honestly think I have an idea that um they're going to have the head as one of the hats.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, just the salamander's head there. Yep,
Exactly.
yep.
So I can't wait. And I'm sure they're gonna have an HS or something along those lines.
Yeah,
So
and they've got a new type font, so that'll be cool if
correct.
they have a new type font of the HS on there with that color scheme or whatever. A navy blue hat, maybe with green lettering or something would look cool,
Exactly.
and then they could do a green with blue lettering. Yeah, there's a lot more they can do with it for sure.
I hope they keep the Southway Shakes.
Oh, absolutely. That's a great alternate identity. I wish they would do a lot more merch for that one.
So do I.
Yeah.
That's something that we can both agreed on. It's like, okay, like, you know, we need some more Southway Shakes on their merch because a lot of people like it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's fantastic, identity.
So let me see if I can pull up
Yeah, the
the
ones I sent you, I wanted to talk about those. There's a couple of new identities there in the Blue Ridge League, and
Yep, I'm going to. Don't you worry.
yep. So I'm so stoked for that league because they've got 3 teams now that are within an hour and a half drive of me.
Yep, I
Um,
saw that.
so I'm gonna definitely make it to a couple of games. I'm gonna try to make it to a home game this summer of each of those 3 teams. Probably more than one of Greenwood potentially, but because that's, yeah, I won't say it's the closest. That and Joanna are pretty much the same distance from me.
You said
Um,
it was the Blue Ridge, right?
yeah, Blue Ridge League. I just figured that might be the easiest place to get to the identities if you can. They
That's where
showed,
yeah, I'm
yeah,
going to the Blue Ridge. Blue Ridge. Oh, one of them I am such a fan of.
yeah,
Like you said, the Greenwood.
Greenwood. Yeah, that one, I like that one.
So let me show you. I'm pulling that one up right now because that's the one that just popped up. Introducing the new Greenwood Flying Monkeys. And
Yep.
of course, as soon as you hear Greenwood Flying Monkeys, right? What do we think?
Think of Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
Yep.
Exactly. And so I was like, all right, let's go with it. You know what I mean? So
And the thing is, the reason they're playing off of that is Greenwood's been known for forever as the Emerald City in South Carolina. It's always been
good
kind
play
of
on
the
it.
tagline. Yeah, because their high school is Emerald High School with emerald green colors, and they just took that whole Emerald City and was like, yeah, we'll go Wizard of Oz with it. And they they designed a really cool logo. It doesn't look clip arty. It's not like, one of your high end designer versions, maybe,
Correct.
but it's still pretty sweet.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I
And
really
this
like that
logo
one.
right here is really nice.
Yeah, I'd like to see that on a hat. I think
100%.
if they put that on a black hat, that'll look fantastic. Just
See,
a
now,
solid black hat with that on it.
solid black. Don't keep it simple. There's some things that's like, it's like, all right, I can see you different colors and everything, but just keep it simple when it comes to different hats. Just
Yep.
simplicity, right?
Yeah.
So there's that one. Let me go back and I look for the other one.
Yeah, the Spartanburg team they just released their identity at the end of last week. And I like what they went with. I wish the SC was a little bit better, but I get it's like they're getting started. They'll probably tweak it eventually, but just a nice little block C.
Is this the peaches?
Yeah.
There it is. I found it.
Yeah, Phil says Greenwood High School is the larger of the two, which it is. Emerald is not the bigger school there, but my stepdad lives in 96, South Carolina, which is about 5 minutes from Greenwood there. There you go. You might have to go to Spartanburg County Peaches.
I tried.
It won't go to their link?
Yeah, but there's nothing, no logos there.
Huh.
Let me see. I'm looking for it. This is great right here.
Great show content.
Exactly. This is just amazing, guys. I mean, we're doing one hell of a job.
That's what you get on Monday morning when we're half asleep. It's like we prep what we can, but we don't prep as much as we could.
We should. Yeah, no, there's not a whole lot. I do see that there's like a couple things that here. I'm gonna show you this. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, okay. That one, if you scroll through, there's a couple. Yeah,
there it is.
Yep. So I kind of like that. I think that, I mean, I know it's just a rendering. I'd like to see the actual jersey, but that's pretty cool with the banding across there.
The hat is actually not that bad.
I like the hat with the SC. Like, I wish the letters were a little bit creative.
Better. Yeah.
I'm with blocked on there, but yeah, the SC with the peach on it. And again, this is just a rendering, but yeah, that's pretty bad. That's not a bad logo. I like the SC with the bat through it, but again, it's just like 2 block letters. Could have had a little more flair to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited. I'm excited for these communities. Inman is up above Spartanburg, in Spartanburg County, obviously, but just up a little north and west of downtown Spartanburg, like 15 minutes, if that. I've done a lot of work in the past back in Inman, around that area, and it's a really cool little area. And I'm glad they kind of went with the peach area. I know Georgia, all the teams in Georgia seem to claim the peaches, but South Carolina actually produces more peaches than Georgia.
I'm glad you said it.
I think it's
funny.
Yeah, I think it's just a white jersey there, Phil, but a peach colored jersey. I mean, Klingstones did one. These guys could do one too. So
it's not bad.
Nah.
I mean, I'm gonna kill it. You know that. I'm gonna go over it. With fine. It's not the Flying Monkeys. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, the Flying Monkeys is pretty good, and then Joanna Hornets, which we've talked about before, is another good one. So yeah, really, really cool to see these 3 teams come into existence around here.
Because you still got, like, you remember, you had the Wombats, you had the Disco Turkeys, the Marion Mothers.
Yep.
The Corn Dogs are part of it now, as well, and so they're forming here. I'm going to show you guys what the teams are as of right now, without the 2 new ones, right? The 3 new ones,
right?
So it was the Hungry Mothers, the Corn Dogs, the Miners, the Wombats, as well as the Disco Turkey. So those are the new ones in this league, and then you're going to add these 3 new ones that are just being added to the league. Which is, listen.
I mean, Greg Sullivan's killing it right now. I mean, he started the Disco Turkeys. He started a lot of these other teams.
He started the Wombat Cats and the Hungry Mothers.
Yep, and he's kind of started this league, and
good for him.
Very good for him. I was so glad I got to meet him early on. Like I went to one of the Disco Turkey games. I think it was really the second season that they had been kind of
Yeah.
around, and got to meet him at that, and he's a good guy. Really, really excited for what he's done, bringing baseball to this area, um, in a different way than like the CPL. Maybe one day we'll be talking about the Blue Ridge League like we talk about the CPL. I hope they have a more stability of their teams than the old North State League, because that's a great league too, but they have so much instability year to year with their teams.
See, this
I
is
really
why
hope they can kind of tighten that up.
this is why I cannot get excited with the old North State League. I can't.
Yeah.
Because they've been through it so many times. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, I can't.
Yeah, you're like, "Oh, man, I love that team," and then the next year, it's like, they're gone, somebody else is new. They kinda shift around a little bit, and I get it. It's a lower level, but,
Yeah.
you got at some point, if you're gonna have somebody form a team, you need to make sure they have some stability to them,
Yep.
and I think Greg's gonna do that with these guys. They're all revitalizing, historic old fields,
Which
bringing
is
new
what I've
life.
been noticing it.
I
You know,
love
like
that.
that Spartanburg County one, like that's such a old
Yeah.
stadium.
Yeah.
It looks
I didn't
very
even know that
iconic.
existed. Yeah, and it's like I've driven near it a bunch of times in the past working, never even saw it. I actually don't think I went down that particular road when I was splicing fiber up in that area, but I didn't even know that existed there. I've known about the Greenwood field for years. I've even gone over there 2 years ago and took some pictures of it just because it was
Yeah.
one of those fields I was like, "I'm gonna go stop and check it out." And it's been in use by the American Legion, so it's not like it's just sat dormant. And then Joanna revitalizing that old field too that hadn't been used since the '90s. Um, I need to get up there and check out how they're coming along with that. I might try to do that in a few weeks if I get a chance just to run up there and see what it's looking like now compared to when Beeson and I went there almost a month ago.
I'm sure there's been some updates on that.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, speaking on updates, I mean, this is a good. Wow, you're doing really good with the segues. The Zebulon team.
Yeah.
Did you see? Like
I saw the hats. Oh, you got to pull that up because
I'm pulling them up, yeah.
yep, I haven't ordered one yet, but I definitely need to get one of those hats for sure.
Did you see these, man, guys? Today's turning into a merch day.
And after we get done with this, I've got a text thread I want to share with you that I had over the weekend the other day.
Look at that.
Oh, dude, that logo is really cool. I'm glad that Devil Dogs is what they chose out of the others.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite ones to start with, just from the naming. But man, that logo is so cool.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. You know what I mean?
I love the one here, the one where he's throwing the ball down here, the white and red brim.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. That's a hitch too. I want to get that one right there for sure.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's my favorite because my favorite is still this one. This one is interesting. Right here.
Yep.
It's a hitch for sure.
See, I think I'd get the hitch of the full logo, and then that blue one that you said, the first one.
In a dad hat.
Yep. The dad hat, I'd get that blue cleanup and the white with red brim right there. Those are the two I think I want to get.
I can't get with this.
I love it. I don't know why you don't. But you don't. That's okay. It's your choice.
Okay. And that's why there's options. But that's why there's options.
I love
right?
the Z. I love it so much.
That's why there's options.
And it's funny, last night, you watched the Cleveland.
Oh, I did.
Okay. I didn't want to, bring up.
So we got send it to us. It's okay. We're 2-2.
Ron and I put that game on, and we're watching in the first inning or so, and she's like, "That guy doesn't even sound American. What's he know about baseball?"
He's Australian.
I just thought that her take was like, wait a minute, just because he doesn't, like, why is he doing this game? I don't think she said he doesn't know baseball. He's like, why is he doing this game? He doesn't sound like he's American.
Yeah, no.
And I'm like, he's Australian. He's played in the major leagues for years.
For a long time.
He played a long time overall in baseball. But I looked it up because I wasn't sure who it was.
Mm-hmm.
But once I saw the name and looked him up, I'm like, okay, yeah, he's and I love what NBC's doing, at least his first game. So I'll have to see how some of the others go.
Yeah.
But the idea that they're doing, I love it, but I also miss just having like, like a John and Joe Morgan kind of Sunday night baseball crew that's like you got the same guys all the time. But the idea that they're going to have color commentators from each of the two teams playing that night, along with the main play-by-play guy, that's an interesting take. That's an interesting new spin, I should say. So I don't want to be the old guy and be like, oh God, this sucks. I just want a regular broadcast team. I'm gonna give it a chance because I thought it actually added an interesting take because both of those guys have specific knowledge of their teams.
Mm-hmm.
So they can add a little bit better about each team than some guy just having to come in and do research on both teams.
I had it on low, so I could because like I was with Mia the whole time, and she refused to go to bed. Who was the one for Cleveland?
It was he played for Cleveland back in the 80s.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Oh shoot, hang on, I'll tell you because I had it up here. If my tab's up still,
I enjoyed it. Like we've been talking about, like a lot of people we've been talking about, like how, oh my God, this sucks. It's like, oh, how Netflix killed it and how the NBC is doing a horrible job with this. I'm like, guys, one, they stepped up when ESPN was like, fuck you guys.
right?
Okay. They stepped up, and I don't mind what Netflix did. I don't mind what NBC has been doing. Like
Yeah,
I put it on Peacock, and then I knew that exactly where it was going to be.
yeah.
So,
In fact, when I looked, I saw that it was on Peacock. I thought, is it only on Peacock? And then I was like, nope.
I was a little nervous as well.
I was like, don't just do Peacock because that's gonna really not do well.
Yeah,
But
they didn't.
no, they didn't. It was pretty good. So
It was the first time, and you know what? Good for them. They chose Cleveland and Seattle. Those Seattle uniforms. Holy Jesus!
oh, dude, those are so sweet looking. They're so good.
I was pleasantly surprised when I saw us, and then Cleveland just came up with their blue ones. I was like, I wish Cleveland would have done something a little bit different too.
Yeah. Why can't I find this?
It's all right, no big deal.
Oh, Rick Manning. That's what it was.
Man, Rick Manning has been in Cleveland sports for such a long time.
Yep.
I like Rick Manning. Rick Manning is good.
Yeah, both those guys were really good. Like I said, they added a flair from both teams, so they have that intimate knowledge of each team.
Yeah.
And so depending on who they were talking about, they each got some time talking about those players and whatnot. So
they also had the pitcher all the way out in the bullpen.
Yes,
he was freezing his ass off, but he was there. You know what I'm saying? Because he had that blanket and everything. I was like, bro, because they had it was open, semi-open.
Yeah.
The roof was closed, but the other part was not.
Yep.
And so he was freezing his ass off. I was like, that's hilarious.
And then he had the new ferry boat food thing. That's such a cool little item right there to have. It has the different nachos or whatever. I mean, stuff like that I find fascinating.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
And I don't need them. Like I've got a few like things like that around here, but that would be a cool one to have for sure.
I'm with you there, brother.
So, so Saturday, I was going to share this with you because I thought this was interesting. I was texting back and forth with our friend Zach Rabb.
Sure.
And I had commented on his post. He posted the other day, I think it was Friday actually, a picture about season getting going and stuff. And I just commented, I'm like, you still got to get that blue MILB logo hat in the store. The one that he wears all the time, that I've been after him. Anytime I see a picture of him wearing that, I constantly do that. And so that's all I said. So Saturday night, he says, forgot to message you earlier, but I hope you enjoy having the Capital City Bombers back this season. Was tough to keep that secret from you while it was in the works since I knew how much you wanted it back. I was like, oh, very cool. So I told him, I said, I'm beyond happy about that one. I've been asking since 2019 if anyone knew who had the rights. Already got the fitted hat, the jersey, some 47 brand hats. And he goes, love that. I knew you'd be so happy. Listen to this. And I'm sure you're making Kevin in the team store happy. And he
Yeah.
goes, know that your name came up in conversation with the front office when we were discussing the identity.
No.
I told them I know one person who will be so excited for the unveil. They knew exactly who I was referring to.
No.
Yep. I'm like, uh-oh, I got a reputation.
That's awesome. That's a good reputation to have.
That's a
though,
good
man.
reputation. But he told me, I was like, oh man, that's so awesome. And we talked about some other stuff, Team Israel. I told him, I was like, man, that was a good little team this year. And he's made 24 straight Team Israel WBC games since the WBC started. He hasn't missed an Israel game at all. I mean, that dude's dedicated to Team Israel.
Good for him.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that logo. Like I told him, I said, I'm not Jewish, but I love that star logo on the hat.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we wear a lot of different identities and stuff. And we talked about, different team. I don't know if I should wear a Jewish star hat if I'm not Jewish. That's one of those, it's like, it's a cool hat. I'd love to wear it.
Could.
And people will be like, oh, you're Jewish. I'm like, not really, but I just love that hat.
I think, dude, do it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a cool hat. So
absolutely, man. I was like, oh man, that thing is noise.
Yep, absolutely. So
I saw that. I was like, oh. The new one is still good. The still my favorite is the Netherlands. One of my favorites. Obviously, I'm going to be partial to Puerto Rico, right? Obviously. Yeah.
I had to order that one.
Yeah.
My reasoning was I've been to Aruba. They're part of the Netherlands.
There it is. No, I think that's a great.
I love that one, and I love the New Zealand one. I wish I'd have gotten that when it first came out a couple years ago when they were in the tournament. The what I'm talking about, the logo that's kind of script looking.
Yep. I'm trying to look for
Aboriginal type.
Aboriginal, yeah.
I was looking for the right word there.
I'm looking for them right now. I'm trying to look for the hats.
That one is such a good hat. I wish, and the thing is, they won't sell it because they're not even in the tournament anymore. This year, and
won't add it until they are actually playing.
Right, and if they come back, I hope they don't change that hat. So
agreed.
But we got to wait 4 more years now.
It should be 3.
It should be 3. I wish it were 3.
I don't understand why they decided to do 4 because like now you're missing out on like the momentum.
Yeah,
it's my thing.
I think though, I mean, they're trying not to overlap with the Olympics ever. And I think if they went 3, eventually they'll hit that number where the Olympics and the WBC would fall in the same year. I don't think it matters because I don't think they need baseball in the Olympics to begin with.
I agree.
The WBC stands on its own. And I mean, hell, I think it'd be awesome if they had it every other year. I know the players wouldn't want to go for that every 2 years to do it. 3 is a good number. It's like Vegas. 3 days in Vegas is good. Two's not enough. 4's too much.
Yeah, 4 was too many. I was like, I'm out.
Yeah, but yeah, every 3 years would definitely be the right number for the WBC. I
was like, when I went to Vegas for a week, it was because obviously for a Dallas job, and it was it was just too much.
Like if you're there 2 days, it's like you don't quite like get settled in.
Yeah.
And that 3rd day is the day. Like you get there, that 3rd day is it. And it's like, all right, I've got 3 days in. It's time to get out.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm out. I'll see you guys later. Just too much. It was like, that's why like I was never really interested in going back for, for another day, like another trip, because I'm like, guys, I've been there. Like, you do the same shit.
Yeah.
Congratulations. There's, gambling. I'm not a gambler.
Yeah.
Never was. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, Rhonda likes a slot machine. I like a $5 blackjack table for a little bit. And that's about it. My plan every time I do this every time if I can find, and it's hard to find $5 tables anymore, but usually that's what I look for because I'm not a big roller. I always just take $60. I'm like, $60 is
That's it.
just enough bets. I can just sit there and kind of middle along a little bit. And if I start getting up, if I win a few and I get up to like 80, $90, I'll slip, $20 of chips in my pocket. I try to get my 60 back in my pocket.
Yeah.
And if I ever get to the point where I've got my 60 in my pocket and I still have chips to play with, then I'm just playing with their money. And
Yeah.
I'll go for a little while and see if I can, walk away with a few bucks. Never.
With it.
I've had a few times. I've had a few times I've walked away with $300-$400, but you get a couple hours of entertainment and it's all right. And worst case is you lose $60. I mean,
That's it.
if I can play at the table for 2 hours and I bust out at $60, it's like, I've spent $60 for way worse things.
Done worse. I was just gonna say we spent $60 on way worse things, which again, we've done.
I was sitting at a table one time and a guy walks by, and there was one empty spot. He walks by and he stands. It's like right in the middle.
Yeah,
there were from the end to end.
Yeah.
He walks up. He just stands. He didn't sit down. He stands there behind the chair. He puts down $100 chip, hits it, lets it ride, hits blackjack, lets it ride again. Hits again.
Jesus.
And I think he was up to like $450, $500. He didn't even take his 100 back. Like, I at least got what I started with.
Yeah.
He played like 4 hands and busted out. Like, he just let it ride. I'm like, what are you waiting for? Like, what are you trying to get to? You hit like 3 in a row. One of them was a blackjack.
You get out
like $400 or $500. It's like, okay. Like, I would have just picked that up after that third one and been like, hey, I just turned $100 into like $450, $500.
I will be so fast out. Bye.
Exactly.
Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah. What number are you waiting for?
You're not going to get it.
You're not going to hit like 3 blackjacks in a row.
Vegas is going to get their money back.
Exactly.
What are we doing?
Yeah. I didn't get that one.
Dude, that's the thing. Like, I'm not. No, homeboy. I'm out. I'll see you guys.
Exactly.
And I was like, all right, let's go do something else because there's some cool things to do there.
Yeah.
Like, there's where we were at, there was a hidden pizza shop that you didn't know about. It was just a long hallway. So it's a hidden pizza shop. There was this breakfast place called Egg Slut.
Okay.
I'm telling you right now, that shit was so good.
Was it?
Oh my God. It was so good. I was like, oh, if I ever get back, I want to stay there because of like, that's how good that was.
I'll have to look that up. I want to get back out there for a Aviators game for sure.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool to go to the AAA championship as well, but I'd hate to go for that and not get a regular Aviators game in. So I might have to try to go and get a regular Aviators game.
The AAA championship is happening there.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be there every year. So
I don't think it should.
Right.
No disrespect to the Aviators. It's just I think it should be different ballparks. You know what I mean?
It'd be nice for it to move around. Yeah, like I'd love to see Charlotte host it because that stadium is so fantastic.
Charlotte hosted Durham. You got Columbus. You got you got a lot of AAA ballparks that are actually really good that can actually host some good AAA championship. And they're not doing it. Stay at Red Rock, right across the street, right?
Yeah, that's Phil's go-to place out there is at Red Rock.
So. Again, like there's opportunities, right, for you to go somewhere else, and we're not doing that. I think and obviously we're gonna be partial to this area. Obviously, it's Carolina specific, right? Right. Gwinnett's a great ballpark from what I understand.
Yeah.
So like if there's areas of opportunities and we're not utilizing that, like we're just keep going to Aviators. Guys, do something different.
Exactly. I mean, you already took away our all-star games in the minor leagues. It's like if you're going to do a championship, move it around so that people that go to it every year can go somewhere different every year.
Yeah. That's my whole thing. Like, if we're gonna do it, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's just switch it up. Let's switch it up. Let's
Yeah.
move to different places, because you're giving an opportunity for other ballparks to host. You're giving an opportunity for, like, people to showcase what they have in that area, right? For example, you got Gwinnett, right? Like, like the Stripers. I'm sure they can do a lot of, like, very specific local stuff there, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Promote it. You're telling them, it's like in a year in advance, like, hey, we're going to be the host of the AAA championship. How excited they would be.
Oh yeah. I mean, every year you could have a cool logo for the championship that incorporates the city somehow. I mean, these are all these AAA teams are in big cities. So
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't think that Charlotte would love to host
right, exactly.
the Durham Bulls. They've been making a lot of updates and a lot of upgrades around the area, around the ballpark.
Yeah.
You don't think they want to host?
Right.
But instead, we're going to go all the way out to almost the West Coast to host, which it doesn't make any sense to me.
Right. Exactly.
All right, fine. You say you want to keep it at a central location? Fine. Go central.
Yeah. I mean, you have the fewest amount of teams in the AAA in the West Coast, and you're going
In
to
the Pacific, yeah.
Pacific out there, and you're going to put the game out there. It's like,
But I'm not trying to be that guy. Get off my lawn person, but dude, can we do something? Can we? Because this is getting out of hand.
Yep.
So, anywho,
So we both saw Duke lose last night. Just to talk
We
about
did.
the last Carolina's team that's left in the men's tournament.
I have a buddy of mine who's a Duke fan.
Yeah.
And we were hanging out on a porch yesterday, drinking some beers while the girls were just running around and stuff. And he's a Duke fan, and I asked, I was like, "Hey, what do you think?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, Duke's losing." I was like, "Shh." I was like, "Why?" I was like, "Just watch." Sure enough, they lost.
I mean, in epic fashion. I didn't think about this, but I saw that somebody posted that Connecticut finally got revenge for the Leitner shot because that was against Connecticut.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I could see that. That's sort of a tit for tat kind of thing. Like they got their last second shot as well.
Yeah.
Buzzer beater.
Who's their head coach for oh my god, for UConn? I keep forgetting his name.
Hurley. Danny Hurley. Yeah.
He is
He's a weird dude. He's a weird dude. I've heard him in interviews. He's actually an interesting person when you hear him talk in interviews, but he's kind of a weird dude too.
He's kind of a dick.
He is. Yeah, definitely.
He's kind of a dick.
Yeah.
And I guess that's why he's, you know what? UConn is a good place for him.
Absolutely. Yeah, they were talking about him going to the Lakers a couple years ago. And I was like, I don't see that.
Don't do that.
Like, I could see him being a Knicks coach.
Yeah.
He's not an LA guy.
He is a dick. Also, by the way, going into, and I know this is the women's LSU women's.
Oh wow. Yeah. That was Hey, I'm not gonna say I hate to see it, but I kind of like to see her lose.
Get the hell out.
Yeah. Mulkey, she's like,
I cannot stand her.
That woman drives me nuts. I'm like, yeah, it's a good thing they're out. I like to see somebody knock them out. The thing is, at some point, if she doesn't get over the hump, it's like, okay, all your stuff, all your antics, all your suits, all it, it's like,
it's all for nothing.
It's all for nothing. It's all kind of sad. But
like, Jesus Christ.
And good for the teams that are other than South Carolina. I mean, some of the other teams that they've gone up against have been pretty good at playing LSU.
So yeah, obviously you and I, we play on the and I'm looking at the teams right now that are in it for the tournament, right? For the men's tournament right now, there are 4 teams left. Like we got the final 4, right?
Yep.
And so here are the final 4. And I'm going to be completely honest, I did not expect some of these teams.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
But in the Midwest division, you got Arizona going against number 1 Michigan. This is the only section where my bracket is perfect. I had those 2 teams.
See, and I didn't. I had Oh shoot.
Michigan went against Tennessee, and Arizona went against Purdue.
Yeah, I think I had Michigan. No, I didn't even have Tennessee getting that far. I had somebody whoever Tennessee beat. I think is who I had.
Volunteers.
Oh, sorry about that. Let me pull my bracket up and see what I had.
Virginia.
I'm already totally blanking because I've kind of checked out.
Yes, well, because you're no longer in first.
Well, I've got it. I still have Arizona winning it all, but
so do I.
But the rest of my
do
final
all the
four.
2 more people that are in front of you.
Oh, yeah, I had Iowa State
to 4th.
See, I had Iowa State making it all the way to the Final Four, and they got knocked out in the They got knocked out by Tennessee. Mm-hmm. I had Michigan and Iowa State playing, and I had Iowa State winning, and of course, Michigan beat Tennessee. Mm-hmm. I don't think they would have beat Iowa State. Tennessee got lucky.
Yeah.
Now the other line, mine's been knocked out since Florida got knocked out.
Yeah,
because I had them in the Final Four.
I had Duke moving on to the Final Four, and then I had. So I did not. Did I have UConn? No, I did have UConn.
See, I had Michigan State. I thought Michigan State was going to be the one to upset UConn, and they lost by 4.
By 4, yeah. So I had Duke and UConn. So that I had it perfect. And the other one though, I have Florida and University of Houston. Yeah, that didn't happen because it was Iowa and Illinois, right? And so that section of the bracket, that thing is busted for me because now it's UConn and Illinois. I had Houston winning that going into the championship against Arizona. So I'm still alive,
right,
with Arizona. And so it's going to be interesting because listen, Michigan put an absolute whooping on Tennessee. Tennessee did not belong in that same game as Michigan.
Right. Like I said, Tennessee got by, and Tennessee put a hurting on Iowa State, which I didn't expect. I mean, they beat them 76-62. Mm-hmm. Iowa State should have been a better game for sure. And see, I picked Illinois to upset Houston, so I got that one right. That was one of the upsets in the Sweet 16 that I had picked.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting. I did not.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just thought, I just expecting Illinois to. I tried to pick some upsets here and there. I was a little disappointed. Let's just say, in what I saw. So again, I got Michigan, Arizona, and then I got UConn, Illinois. There's one I did not expect Illinois to be the Big Ten, one of the Big Ten members to make it all the way to Final Four, right? Because you still got in the Big Ten, you got Michigan and Illinois. Yeah,
no SEC team.
Big Ten's been killing it in this basketball tournament,
right? No ACC team.
Yeah.
Usually you would think those were the powerhouses when it comes to like in basketball to move on. Nope. Sorry guys, not today.
And they usually are. I mean, this is back to something we've been talking about for a while now. The NIL has changed the
way everything goes. Yeah,
exactly. And it's got kids staying at schools that they might have otherwise left and not gone to. They're not all of the blue blood basketball schools don't get the biggest name players. I mean, Kentucky hasn't been relevant for years now. They were the king of the one and dones.
How bad is that? That they have not been relevant at all.
Yeah, I mean Calipari, he didn't even have a great run because he stuck to that one and done group so much.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work. I mean, he always touted, oh, well, look at how many millionaires I'm making. They're all in the NBA. That doesn't do anything for your school.
I was just going to say the same thing.
Exactly. It's like, yeah, you got a lot of guys that come in 1 year and then they get them to the NBA. Eventually, the NBA is going to run out of place for one and done. That was my whole problem.
Yep.
And I don't understand the Players Association supporting that. The Players Association, in my mind, when you started having all these one and done players, 10 years ago, maybe.
Yep.
And like, Krzyzewski was very reluctant. He was like Dabo. He was like reluctant to do one and done. He's like, no, I want the guy that's going to be here 3 or 4 years. He
Mm-hmm.
eventually gave in, and he still had some good teams because he's one of the best coaches in the history of college basketball. But it's eventually affected Duke as well,
Yeah.
and North Carolina and Kentucky and Kansas and all your other traditional
Mm-hmm.
top teams. And yeah, so it's leveled the playing field. These guys that would normally be, sitting on the bench waiting their turn, they're like, nope, I'm gonna go somewhere else and play. They're going to the smaller schools because we talked about that with some of these upsets earlier in the brackets.
Correct.
And then you've got some of these Big Ten schools that are now keeping the guys in the Big Ten, which is not traditionally a basketball powerhouse.
Bingo. Right, like we again in we decided, not we decided, but like we made a point to say, NIL changed that.
Yeah,
NIL changed that.
if
NIL
you grew up
said,
in the
yeah,
Midwest, you either went to Indiana, like
correct.
if you were Mr. Indiana, Mr. Illinois, Mr. Michigan
Yep.
basketball, you went to Indiana, or you went to North Carolina, or you went to Duke, or whatever. Now you're like, I'm just going to go to Michigan. I'm going to go to Illinois. I'm going to go to whatever. You name
Bingo.
it. And some of these Big Ten schools have had success in that. I mean, look at Izzo. Izzo's been at Michigan State forever. He's had a pretty good run of
He ain't going
teams there.
nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere. But so it's not like the Big Ten hasn't had some blue blood programs. I mean, Michigan back on the Fab Five and stuff, but that's been a while.
Yeah.
So,
and that's the whole thing, right? Like you said, it's like, the small schools, because we talked about some upsets early on in the tournament, right?
Yeah.
That like we're seeing a lot more upsets, and we should not be, like the end of the Cinderella, it could potentially be over just because of the simple fact that, like, NIL said, we're good. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take care of our own people now.
Yep.
We got this. Y'all can step aside. Like the blue bloods no longer matter. Like like you said, it's like, oh my God, if I go to a blue blood school, then like if I don't make it to the NBA, at least I got an opportunity for me to have a great degree and go, use that for my name, image and likeness later on.
Right.
Now that's totally different.
Yeah, absolutely. And even the women's tournament, I mean, you look at the women's tournament, you still got UConn and UCLA advanced. South Carolina plays today, or tonight, I should say, against TCU. That shouldn't have any trouble with that. And you got Texas and Michigan tonight. And so UConn beat Notre Dame. Notre Dame's been one of the top programs for years now. UConn's been at the top. South Carolina's been at the top. But I don't recall, and again, I'm not familiar with the women's basketball as much, but I don't remember TCU, Texas and Michigan women's teams. I don't know how good they've been prior to this year, or maybe the last year or two. UCLA and Duke. I mean, it seems like there's a lot more teams in the women's tournament, and it could be just the way the brackets have been spread out. But because, UConn, Notre Dame, South Carolina, those are names I've heard year in and year out at the top.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, one of those is going to win it. So we'll see. I mean, UConn and South Carolina would end up meeting in the Final Four at this point. And then you could have UCLA versus either Texas or Michigan. So, Michigan's got the men's team in. They could have the women's team in. Duke's got their women's team in the Elite Eight. They had the men's team in the Elite Eight. UConn had both their men's and women's teams. So some of these schools, both programs have been fantastic.
Hey, listen. All right, really quick before we get out of here, we have a couple of updates or some scores. I want to the UFL. I wanted to name some of the scores in the UFL. The Friday game, because the beginning of the season, this is the beginning of the season for the United Football League, and so the Birmingham Stallions went to Louisville to play the Louisville Kings and beat them 15-13.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right. The DC Defenders went to the St. Louis Battlehawks, and the Battlehawks held strong, so they won 16-10. The game that you and me were watching a little bit was the Houston Gamblers at the Dallas Renegades, and the Dallas Renegades, they handle their business. They handle business 36-17. And then finally, the two of the newest teams, right? in the United Football League. The Columbus Aviators travel all the way down to Orlando to play the Orlando Storm, and the Orlando Storm goes out and win 23-16. So shout out to those teams that won. I'm keeping an eye on the United Football League. I am a fan of this league, and so I'm all for it, man.
Yeah, and how about the kicker for the DC Defenders is the first kicker to score a 4-point field goal on Saturday.
Yeah, there's new.
Yeah, the new one of the new rules. He
rules.
over 50 yards or
Yep.
something like that. So
that, and then there's a couple of changes: the 1 point, the 2 point, the 3 point, and the so the 1 point obviously is the extra point. The 2 point is right there at the goal, right? So you go for the 2 point conversion, and then finally on the 3 point, it goes a little further back.
Yep.
And so not bad on that. The one thing that Dave Blandino, I'm sorry, dude, chill the fuck out. With the tush push. Oh, and the tush push is not coming to the. Who gives a shit?
Right. That's like, why do you? I get that that's one of their new rules. It's one of their talking points. It's like, okay. I hope this first weekend is like get it over with and stop talking about it. Like, don't even bring it up. Like, we don't care. We really don't care.
Shut up. They're trying to make this big, huge deal out of something. Honestly, who cares?
Right. You and I would not be sitting there watching a game and be like, come on, do the tush push. Like,
no,
nobody does that.
No. So that was the whole thing for me. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. So
you can still do a quarterback sneak the old fashioned way, which is all that we ever cared about anyway. It's like, sneak it in right here. Just sneak it in. Learn to do that.
Okay, fine. Tush push. And I've been saying this for a while now. If you don't like it, then do something to beat it.
Exactly.
Because they found a way last year. It was like the Philadelphia Eagles were not as successful with the tush push. So sorry, guys. And they were talking about at least see some of those plays were taken up earlier or something like that. Keep an eye on that. Stop acting, stop being such a little pussy about it. Jesus Christ.
And I've said this for years, and I will die on this hill. If you want to put a play in that they don't know how to defend right now, run an old fashioned option. Nobody runs the option anymore.
None.
If you want, line up like a goal line defense, have a tight end, have a couple of guys out on the right hand or left hand side, whichever side, and let them seal that edge. And the quarterback takes the ball like under center, like he's going to sneak it.
Yep.
Step back, pitch to your right, running back goes around the end. They'd be like, he just walked in. Exactly, because nobody knows how to defend an option.
Nobody knows how to defend the option. So.
And I don't understand why with the run pass option, they don't use the option part of that.
That's a different story. That's a conversation for next week.
They never use the O of the RPO.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Make sure that you join us on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time for the Dad High Chronicles podcast. The reason why I didn't mention tonight's show is because tonight's show we are not going to be on. All of us are actually going to be doing different things, so we're not going to be around. So Break Even Sports will not be live tonight. So just
soccer's on the international break anyway, so there's not really any games to talk about from this past weekend.
We could have broken down the UFL, which that's the difference, but whatever.
We'll get back to it.
Yeah, we'll get back to it. So anyways, guys, have a good night. We will see you guys on Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Have a good night.
Bye.